apples. In the mall, we've got shirts over here, shoes over there. And then even in business, I'm gonna go into business, I'm going to sell, do carpentry, or I'm going to daycare. We are used to compartmentalizing. However, sometimes this concept is transferred to how we deal with others, causing cultural silos, segregated practices, and judgmental behavior that is justified by our way of thinking. So I'm used to sorting in the mall. I'm used to sorting in my business. I'm used to sorting in what I eat. And now, because I'm psychologically wired to sort, I'm now sorting with my students. And this has affected the gap. However, whenever educators are aiming to embrace all learners through inclusion and equitable practices, they should strive to receive everyone.
Because if you can't love them because they don't look like you, or they don't speak your language, or they don't smell good, or they're not rich, or they're not from a culture you deem fit, then this is not the profession for you. Because we don't deject in education. We accept, we make room for all, not just in word, but in deed.
So they think that they're supposed to.
And they are not sure that's her
When you start having that stuff, they're going to be more open to.
Right, they got stuck on that. So bringing in aspects of a community or their surroundings into the math, sometimes you're gonna have to make those.
Feel like that's us to research
It,
ourselves so that we can present that.
absolutely. It takes a teacher to
Doing that.
And that's why, like, that first couple of weeks or that first quarter is so big, because after you do the surveys to kind of understand their likes, and they'll bring up cultural things.
So I truly enjoyed your session, Dr. White, just equity in the whole, because we have so many different learners in the classrooms, and teachers don't realize they're the guide and the light, especially when you talk about if you feel you're better than them. Yeah. Expect them to learn. As a coach, I have those conversations with a lot of teachers. Also, connecting my research and working on my dissertation.
All right.
Looking at the disproportionality of school discipline and how it impacts Black girls. So I really loved your session, and I took a lot of that, and I'm so happy I wrote the book. And I can't wait to read it. So it was a great session.
Well, thank you so much for sharing, and thanks for coming to my session. We'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melanie, and I just attended Dr. India White's session, and I always take away from her story and community, how important that is. And every time, even though I'm doing the work, I get another thing to use with my students to find those connections and find ways to help my students find their identity. So thank you so much.
Thank you.